power unending. You guys only got to catch the very end of that, by the way. I was not expecting to open up my Dead by Daylight today, and for there to be an intro cutscene introducing the new killer. I was not expecting a short movie. When I loaded up the game today, it caught me a little off guard. I was like, oh god, I gotta get the stream started. Oh, only caught the tail end of it, though. I wonder if there's a way that I can rewatch it, because honestly, it was a pretty good intro, I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty good. But, hello everybody, welcome. I'm J-Cube. Today we're playing PERKLESS Killers on Dead by Daylight. We're going to have a good time today. Also, what the hell is up with this thing? Am I supposed to do something about this? Probably not. Star Daughter's Letter. I don't know what the hell that's all about. Not gonna lie. But welcome, Abseed, Miles, Dark, Olabon. I hope you're all having a good one today. I hope you're all having a lovely, lovely day. Hopefully the weekend has treated you well so far. We've been having a great time playing some really good games. All in all, it's been solid. Also, there is a new killer. I have no idea how long the estimated queue times are going to be, by the way. So we might have to alternate on and off the, what's it called? The fucking Survivor games, just to get a match. Just to get a match. But how's it going, everybody? I hope you're having a good one. Also, I'm not a killer. I'm just playing the killers. You paid the 2.2K for your dorm in Germany. Well, at least it's paid, you know? At least it's paid. That's the good thing. YouTube ads getting on your nerves. I think I set the automator off for the ads. If there are ads that YouTube shows you when you load into the thing, that's literally not something I can turn off. That's just not something I can control. I can only control the things during the duration. But today's gonna be the first time that I'm manually controlling it, so maybe after a few games I can like run one or something. Tomorrow, the last week of summer break starts. Yeah, hate to see it go, but I love to watch it leave when it brings me fall weather. Panophobia is an irrational fear of mothers-in-law. I mean, is it really an irrational fear? From what I hear, there's plenty of very rational reasons people dislike their mothers-in-law.
I alone shall judge.
I didn't expect that thing to have a voice. Wow. Okay, we're going to start off with our boy right here. Not Hillbilly. His name's not Hillbilly. Leatherface. Bubba. Bubba is the name, not Billy. I don't actually know on a map where Latvia and Kazakhstan are. I'm very bad with geography. I'm not even good with geography surrounding the history that I study, so like I've never been, geography's never been a strong suit of mine. It was always my weakest point whenever it came to history. Well, before history, social studies, that it becomes history, but man, always bad with geography. Latvia's in Europe, that sounds about right. Sounds about right. You say you're from Latvia? East, right next to Russia. Latvia is on Earth. You know what? You're right about that, Olabon. I cannot debate Latvia being on Earth. You're absolutely right about that. It's a Baltic state. Ah, nice, nice. So, Dark, What does Latvia think of Russia? I feel like when it comes to historical things, the Baltic regions are very mixed depending on which ones, on how they feel about the big R in the region. The big R. Russia. Ah. Oh, I forgot. You are. I feel like you have mentioned you're from Kazakhstan before, Olabon. Oh, really? You see, now that's the part of history that I haven't studied much, because I study a lot surrounding wars and stuff, but man, surrounding major events like that, I really need to read up on essentially what makes the world the way it is now. Yo, they give you killer gameplay things and give you an idea how to play the killer. Oh my god. With this, you should be able to play any killer ever. It explains all your shit. You can read up on it while you're queuing up for a game. Also, by the way, the estimated time for this match to be found, it says 0-0. It doesn't actually give me an estimation. Based on the blood point amount, the bonus that I get for, Oh, it was 1.75. The queue time should be better for me then. What the hell? Come on. Give me a Bubba game. Also, I'm not used to the title screen, the main menu being so bright out here. Normally in Dead by Daylight, it's a darker screen. Like, much, much darker. Also, you might notice, today I have a bottle of water because I was gonna get my water ready, but we're currently having something done that requires the water to be turned off. So, I had to have some way to get water. So I got a water bottle here. Then I, of course, have my classic soda. You see, that seems to be the general vibe I get from the Baltic regions, you know? It's like, we don't really talk politics or really anything controversial around here, but I am curious of, like, just the general state of living and everything. Because, obviously, that's just a part of life. It's what you deal with, but it's like, that kind of seems to be the general vibe that I get from that region. It's like, if it's not actually a part of it, usually there's a little bit of like, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think I know enough history surrounding that span of time to know that, yeah, the Soviet Union, it did fuck over a lot of people, so I understand why there's bad blood there. I understand that. Mongolia isn't ex-Soviet? Did somebody say they were? Oh, every country except China. Well, I didn't realize that. Finland. You know, I don't actually know anything about Finland. This queue time is atrocious, by the way. I'm sitting here monologuing for how long? I just want a game, man. Finland had a dude called Simo? That makes me think of that Futurama reference, the Seymour Butts pizza order that had Fry put in the fucking cryo chamber. Snow Sniper. I feel like I know him. It's a different name. He's known as the White Death. Yeah, okay. You see, I knew him by that. I never actually knew his name. Yeah, his nickname, the one that's way more popular, is the White Death. But yeah, I remember hearing about him. I forgot he was from Finland. You immediately thought of the bears dancing in a white void with party lights over them. I don't think I've seen that. Also, welcome, Breezy. Hope you're having a good one. Welcome, Spectral. Hope you're having a good one. I don't think I've ever seen that reference you just made, Breezy, so I definitely don't have the right picture in my head. Why are the killers in the random ruins? Because there's a new killer. The new killer, the Judgment, is a Dead by Daylight original creation. I believe it's actually a community killer. Like, the community helped do it. I think it's supposed to be more like a lore-accurate angel. I don't have enough things to even get it. I'd have to have 9,000. I'm just under. But, dude, I've been in this queue for how long now? How long do I have to sit here and rant, you know? But we are going Leatherface, Spectral. We are going Leatherface. Your last 2 days haven't been great? Damn. Well, hopefully you could enjoy your time here, and hopefully we can, have a good one today. We finally got a match. We have talked about so much shit. I can't even read their names because of the bright background behind it. They changed a lot about this. They changed a lot about this when they put this live. He's in Records of Ragnarok? Wait, who's in Records of Ragnarok? Are you talking about the White Death is in Records of Ragnarok? I mean, they have fucking Jack the Ripper in Record of Ragnarok, so I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Just look up Bears Dance to Sweet Dreams. I will look that up. Well, keep in mind, Spectral, biblically accurate angels are just kind of scary in general. There's a lot of interesting interpretations that I've seen. So I don't know what a fully accurate one would be. Here, let me take a look. What do I do on work days if I don't work? Well, that's the thing. Brought that up the other day. I do this full time, and then because I worked since I was 17, and then I, you know, saved up, and now I'm pursuing this. So this is what I do. This is what I do. But I am going to look up Bears Dance to Sweet Dreams, just so I can have an idea of what Bears Dance to Sweet Dreams. Why is the first one I see a 10-hour version? Okay, maybe I have seen that. Maybe I have seen that. For some reason, I was imagining polar bears. Never mind. I think did I just see a survivor? Oh, you're fucked, buddy. Oh, you're fucked. I didn't see a survivor. As it turns out, I'm actually blind. Alright. Let's see what we can do with this. We should be able to get a pallet out of her. At least this one. There ain't no way you greeted that fucking pallet. You know what? Fair play to you, lady. Fair play to you. God damn. Greeted that pallet perfectly. Read me like a goddamn book. Also, I bet there's somebody over here, too. Polar bear. I think polar bears might be real. Call it a hunch. Call it a hunch legacy. But welcome. Hope you're having a good one today, brother. Hope you're having a good one. I did not realize she was so far away from me. By the way, I have not played this, I have not played this game for a good little chunk of time, so I am extremely out of practice. Where are you? I was trying my best to listen for footsteps. Alright, come here, lady. A pallet or two were already burnt over here, so you might be fucked just because of the first chase I took. Sorry, Carrie. I think they have flashlights, though, so I could get flashlight stunned. They could just fuck me. Oh, yeah, yeah. What do I do with the rest of my day? Well, if my... if my arm... One thing is, I like to donate plasma when I can. You could do that maximum 2 times a week. And then I also, fuck did this guy go? Where are you, you cheeky bastard? It's like I donate plasma when I can, and then other than that, if what I was trying to mention was I've been waiting for one of my arms to stop killing me lately, but I'm trying to get back into working out as well in my free time. Because that is rather enjoyable and good for me health. No, I couldn't have fucked that up harder. Alright. Couple of pallets out of her immediately. There's no pallet here. Alright. They shouldn't be able to flashlight save this. I don't think they're nearly close enough. Also, the hook they sabotaged is back up and running, so there's that. Alright. Yeah, this game is going to be rough. I have not played this game in a little bit, not gonna lie. I am very out of practice right now. That much is obvious. Where is the way up to this generator, by the way? This could not be fucking farther away from me, man. Good lord. Alright, I need to down her. I need to get some people on hooks because I am getting fucked in this match. She's taking me down to where, like, you know, the generator's already done. There's really no reason for me to be down here. So, it was smart of her to have me chase her down here. Because there's no benefit to me staying down there. Luckily, I have a hook pretty nearby. If I could get her on this one, that would be really fucking good, actually. Just gotta make sure nobody sabotages it. You gonna make dinner? Hell yeah, Dark. Hell yeah. You should let us know what you're having later. You should let us know what you're having. So we can judge your dinner choices. God damn it! Did not mean to fall down here. Ah, gotcha, gotcha. Well, I'm sure they'll get it sorted. I'm sure they'll get it sorted. Ooh, whoa! Wait a minute. You. Why are you still here? Why did you come back over here? You're the only person I have a chance of actually killing because they already got all the gens done. Like, they already finished all the generators, so I didn't really have a chance of killing anybody else. You've been running on very little sleep for 2 days. Your new survivor build doesn't work when you have bad teammates. Damn, that is a tragedy. GG's to those guys. Can you tell I'm working off the rust? I only got 1 kill. Damn. It's rough to go against A couple of high levelers. Oh my god. This guy got a... I'm running errands, said GG PERKLESS Bubba. Oh, you beautiful, beautiful bitch, you. I'm commending you. Yeah, this guy is very experienced. Yeah, I got my shit rot, man. I got my shit rot in that game. I am doing no perks. I am doing no perks, indeed. Today is a perkless day. Today is a perkless day. You know what? I gotta run the clown. I gotta run the clown. The clown is my boy. You wanna know what's crazy? The last time I played the clown, I was also running perkless clown because I immediately just went into a loadout with nothing on. So the last time I played clown was perkless clown, by the way. Indeed, Spectral, that's the thing. It's all about how the survivors do their shit, because even if you have good survivors, if somebody fucks up and it leads to others suffering, it can, you know, lead to everything going wrong very quickly. It could lead to a snowball problem. I will hydrate, Breezy, thank you. Ah. Yeah. You can definitely tell that I have not touched the game in a couple weeks. Because, whew, I was bumping into shit. I was not doing smart things. But hey, clown time. Perkless clown time. I'm sure I'll be able to get a W this time. Surely. I know the characters I like to play aren't necessarily the best characters, and then when you take off all the add-ons and perks, they're not the greatest either. Beppy the clown let himself go. Nah, this isn't Beppy the clown. This one is Beppo the clown. Beppo no Steppo. Beppo the Depo. Beppo the Schleppo. Yeah, I know the Judgment has a pocket dimension they can fucking send the survivors to. It's almost like how Pyramid Head, topical since Silent Hill was yesterday, it's almost like how Pyramid Head can put the survivors into cages, except instead of putting the survivors into cages, the Judgment just sends them to the fucking Shadow Realm to go do a minigame, or else they're fucked. Pennywise view is truly American. Well, you see, that's the fun thing. Pennywise wasn't American. Pennywise wasn't human. Technically, and it sounds so weird if you don't know anything about it and just know about, like, It the Clown and it being a horror movie. Because you'd think he's, like, supernatural or something. Pennywise is literally an alien. I'm pretty sure Pennywise came from fucking space. So, the It movies are alien movies. So that's a neat little thing. That's a neat little thing. Also, if there's one thing I don't like since they did the update to add in the Judgment, hang on, I gotta move myself out of the way real quick. You see that estimated queue time of 00 down there? It used to give you an idea of how long the queues were, so you could determine if it was a good idea to do the play as survivor to get priority queue as a killer. However, right now it's not giving me an estimated time, so I don't really know how to judge it. I don't think I'd consider Detroit the Shadow Realm, but... No, Mary Poppins is actually Yondu in costume. We know ball around here, I'm Mary Poppins, y'all! Ah. The death-causing lights and the shape-shifting, I've been getting to know Grease a lot lately because, well, I think I mentioned this before, but I've watched, or I haven't watched Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey movie that just came out, but I love Epic the Musical, which is a different take on the Odyssey story. So what I decided to do was get familiar with the ancient Greek epics. So I'm now like completely familiar with the Trojan War, which is a precursor to what happens in the Odyssey. I'm familiar with the Odyssey, and I'm familiar with the 12 trials of Hercules as well. Also known as Heracles, but the 12 trials of Hercules. I'm basically just going down the list of like the Greek epics, and they're really good stories, and it's interesting to see the differences in how they're portrayed in pop culture when they're done as like a movie or a musical or something, and what they are originally. They're very different. Did they add in Glenn from the fucking Walking Dead? Was he in the game before, or is that a new addition? I've never seen anybody play Glenn before. Mary Poppins is technically the same species as Pennywise? That's crazy. Yeah, the Trojan horse is the massive takeaway from the Trojan War. But also I know that my boy Hephaestus, or Vulcan, the Forge Master, saved Achilles, so that's interesting. He was added a while ago. I've literally just never seen somebody play him. Until just now. I've never gone against a Glenn. Man. They hate my boy. They fucking hate my boy. Alright. Well, we know where they are. This side of the map. They have to be. But they probably snuck over to this side of the map where most of the generators are. Oh, there they are. They're up top. Or at least one of them is. Let's go get them. Drunk clown throwing beer bottles. How did that hit me? I was not even close to that. Oh my god, how did that balance stun hit me? Whoa. Whoa, that was a little... That was a little ambitious. That was a little ambitious. Holy fuck, how did that hit me? Dearie me, man. Hello, hello, all is well. Yes, we're throwing mustard gas at people, actually. Clown gets fucking high off of it or something. That's why he goes faster. The survivors do not like it much. Alright, that's gonna be our first hit. Didn't even need the movement speed. Good. Good. Honestly, somehow a better fucking start than I had the last game. Genuinely. Come here, Glenn. Come here. You want to stick that jet? Come here, Glenn. Come on. And stick this knife up your ass while you're at it. Where do you go? Oh. You're here. What? What? No! Oh, come on! Am I able to see? Who was the person? That was not my internet connection. Who's the person I put on that hook? Because I have a feeling that motherfucker just crashed the goddamn lobby because he was salty. Who was it? Who did I put on the hook? Was it Lee Yun Jin? It wasn't Glenn. Was it Nia or was it Rebecca? Who did I put on that hook? Because if I'm not completely disconnected from the servers right now, I think somebody might have got a little angry. Somebody might have got a little angry. Need a baseball bat to properly beat Glenn in the head with? Hello. Hello, daughter. That would be lore accurate, wouldn't it? That would be lore accurate, wouldn't it? You just gave me an idea, daughter. Our next game's gonna be Trickster. We're going to be PERKLESS Trickster. Because if I am blessed enough to go against another Glenn, I'm gonna give him a very lore-accurate death, okay? Very lore-accurate death for Glenn, if I come across him again. It just so happens there is a character with a baseball bat. Coincidence? I think not. Coincidence? I think not. Activision's going nuclear on cheat makers. Oh, great! What's the news now? What's going on now? How you doing, Doc? How you doing? Hope you're having a good one today. Also, thank you for the inspiration on what killer I was gonna play next. Again, another killer that the last time I played them perkless because I clicked on them and they already didn't have any perks put on them. So that just means this is the same shit I did the last time I played him. I feel like Negan would not fit as a killer in the game, and I don't think he'd even fit as a killer skin. Because it just doesn't fit the aesthetic of Trickster. You know? As much as I would like for that to work. You want to know what Negan was added into that I didn't think he really fit, but he was there? He got added to... He was in, like, Tekken 7, I believe, as a DLC character. And by the way, he felt clunky as hell to play. His moveset did not feel good. Like, they made him play like he was not a character meant to be in a fighting game. I remember that. I remember that. Legal notice to a cheat maker. Oh. Oh, damn. Hell yeah, glad to hear it, Dodzer. I'm doing pretty good myself. You're wondering why I have a plastic water bottle? We're dealing with something right now. Water's turned off to deal with it, so I couldn't prepare the normal water I have, so I made sure I could still stay properly hydrated. Negan is a survivor. Is he actually a survivor in the game? He only would fit as a survivor because he's not like a horror villain character. And shit, nowadays, he's like a good guy, you know? Negan's in Magic the Gathering. I have one friend who's really into Magic the Gathering. We don't really talk about it much. She never told me fucking Negan was in there. She might not even know. Who knows? Same friend who actually got me into Dead by Daylight, fun facts. But yeah, I don't hear too much about Magic the Gathering, but interesting that Negan's in there. They did that to 650 cheat makers. Well, damn. Well, damn. He will be as a Rick Legendary when he releases next year. Huh. Interesting, interesting. I know Rick's in the game. I just can't believe I've never gone against a Glenn that I can remember. Is he just does he have like bad perks or something? Why does nobody play that man? Well, I mean, you kind of need to crack down on... The only way to crack down on cheats in the first place is to, The only way that you could crack down on cheats in the first place, like, say, for the people using cheats, are IP bans. Because if you don't do an IP ban... I remember back when I used to play games where, like, cheating was more of a prevalent thing, like Siege or Apex or anything like that. I kind of got a little bit into anti-cheat shit. And it's like, when it comes to cheaters, there's multiple steps you could take. If you just ban a singular account, extremely easy to make another account. Sometimes they're like, okay, you have to register like a phone number to play yada yada or something like that, some other form of verification, which is better, but it's still really easy to make an account, generate new emails, very easy to do that. When it comes to IP bans, that's usually a little bit, you know, a little bit more consistent with, it makes it much harder for you to basically cheat on different accounts. So I think, as far as I know, IP bans are one of the best ways to go about that in the first place. But that's the thing, though. That's the thing, too. You can also change IPs, so it's like there's always a counter to it. That's why, similar with hacking and shit like that, that's why cybersecurity is something that you never have a permanent fix to. Nothing is ever completely secure. And that's how it always will be. There's always workarounds, and it's always evolving. There's always new shit. And it's just a back and forth battle over and over again. That is just the reality of it. Like, nothing is ever completely secure. It's not possible for anything to be completely secure. You just have to put as many barriers up in between those things as you can. That's really the only way you can do it. That's the only way you can go around it. Go about it. That's why I say, like, the IP bans can be one of the most effective, but you'd still change your IP. You could combine these things, and that could be pretty good as a deterrent. But it's like, if you don't go about doing any of those things, or maybe you just do one of those things, usually you have a pretty big cheater problem. Hardware bans. That's the thing. There's I would imagine there's even ways that they could go around the hardware bans too. You know? It's like, it's never something that you can actually resolve. There's always a workaround, and if there isn't one yet, there will be. That's why cybersecurity is kind of it's a fun little thing. Ah, we got a Rick in the game. Damn it, if only we could have got a Glenn. That would have been insane if we got Glenn in here. If we could have got a Glenn in here, that would have been absolutely perfect, dude. Absolutely fucking perfect. Hello? Hello, buddy. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Why are you so fast? What? There's no way I didn't hit you. I mean, it's a good pallet to get, but fuck, man. There's no way I did not hit that guy. That's crazy. What the hell? That guy was so fast. I didn't catch up to him at all. That was kind of... Hello. Really trying the hiding in plain sight strategy here. Not exactly what I would recommend, if I'm being completely honest. Also, you know how we mentioned it depends on how a survivor plays to determine how the game goes? You died next to basement. That's not a good shout. That's not a good shout. Yo, Anubov, welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a good one, brother. Hope you're having a good one. But yeah, now that she died next to the basement, that could be very problematic for these survivor. Oh. I'm gonna give her fucking anti-camp on accident because I'm lost, by the way. Can't find my fucking way around, dude. Alright, got an injure there. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Cybersecurity is at Tom and Jerry. It's spy versus spy. I feel like that sounds pretty, pretty accurate. Rick, you can't kill people, Coral. You can't kill people, Coral! Also, Michaela, you never left the basement. I knew you'd still be down there. That... Gotta be careful. Ain't no way I ran out of fucking knives to throw, so I couldn't actually kill that guy. Damn it, that's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. Oh, dear. Is there not a locker up here? Damn it, I thought that room connected. Oh, no. Hi, Rick. Hello. Hi, Rick. Do you like violence? We could just do it this way, Rick. We could just do it this way. I do not mind. I do not mind. I'm not getting a lot of hoods. I am getting a wee bit cuts. If I'm being completely honest, I need more blades. Also, I'm S rank, so if somebody wants to run up, I could burst them with knives. Nobody's over here. Crow not disturbed. They're probably sticking a gen somewhere. But I'm gonna try to stick some knives in their ass, so, you know. Oh. That's an injure. I'll take an injure. And then main event ends. They're going in for the save here, so I'm gonna go through here, and hopefully I can catch somebody. Lacking. Fuck you, Rick. I'll get you again, bitch. I'll get you again. You want to take the hit? You can take the death too. That's what you can do, Rick. Oh, he held W. Damn. I tried mind gaming him. It didn't work. It didn't fucking work. Oh dear. Damn, Rick, you speedy. Damn, Rick, you speedy. Guys? Did anybody notice that I didn't catch up to Rick, like, at all, running after him through that whole thing? That was weird. That was weird. Really thought I could have closed the distance. And I mean, before I got lost, in the middle of that I got lost, and then I lost distance on him, but before that, I was not gaining distance on that Rick. That was fucking... I don't know, man. I don't know. He probably has a perk for it. I just don't know the perk. He's probably got a perk that helps him when getting chased, or... I don't know. I don't really know how that works. That's the thing. I don't like levying accusations against anybody, because in a game where I don't understand what things are, there's no reason for me to be like, oh yeah, I know enough about this to determine that. I just really thought I would have been able to catch him, man. And I obviously wasn't able to catch him. I'd like to read his perks to know what it was that had him zooming so consistently, you know? Because he was very speedy, that much is undeniable. I just don't know what, Oh, hello, Michaela. Ow. Like, I need to know, for the purpose of me getting better at the game, I need to know how he, managed to avoid my shit. It will help me get better. It's like, I need to know how. I'm sure, because there's a fuck ton of perks in the game that do all kinds of things. I don't even know what all the perks can do. It's like, if I could find out why it is what happened, it would only benefit me. It would literally only benefit me. Also, I'm out of knives, so that's not great. Damn, they had somebody sticking the gate from the start. These guys were also really coordinated, so it's very possible they were just dead-ass good at the game. I feel like it's a pretty safe bet that they were just playing good. I'm curious to see what their levels are, because I'm sure they've got some fucking experience on them, you know? Damn, GG's. They all got out. I want to do another Trickster game, honestly. I feel like I could have done better. Let's hit him with a GG's. That was a rough one for us. Let's see. What did Rick have? Windows of opportunity, so he could always see the auras of the things for chase. So that's a chase perk. That makes sense. Heal yourself, not bad. Live, he didn't vault anything, so he didn't like get live distance and unbreakable. You see, that's the thing. I don't know how he got the speed he did on me. But that also could just be, maybe it's because he was off the hook and I fucking hit him and it's like an anti-camp thing. You know what I mean? Maybe it is just not a perk, but it's just a function of the game and I don't know. But yeah, I could tell. I only found the Felix one time. I could tell this motherfucker knew what he was doing. Dude, this guy is also a P100 fucking Blight. Another survivor who has a completely different name was also a P100 Blight. Oh my god. And he's also a P100 Richter. That's crazy. That motherfucker, that guy knows ball. That guy knows game, dude. But yeah, it's like, even when I don't see any perks that would have helped there, one thing, Windows of Opportunity is very useful because you know everything you need to fucking get them. But also, you know, I've also seen enough clips of people, like, playing killer and having, like, aura reading perks, and they're, like, chasing somebody around a tile. You might have even seen the clip I'm talking about if you watch anybody play Dead by Daylight, but, like, the killer chasing somebody around a tile, and while they're out of sight, they just, like, fucking zoom to the other end, and they could see it because they had aura reading on, so they just see the highlighted person go fucking whoa when they're out of sight because they think they can't be seen. So it's like, I know that it is genuinely, it is a thing that they do, you know? It's a thing that happens, but I'm not fucking good enough to recognize it. I don't play the game nearly enough. I haven't even touched this game in a couple weeks. You know what I mean? I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe it is Maybelline. Also, speaking of which, I'm sure this is going to last, like, maybe this queue's probably gonna last a minute or something. The perks they had were Windows of Opportunity, Lithe, Unbreakable, and Self-Care, by the way, Spectral. I'm going to run a YouTube ad real quick, and I'm also going to stretch a little bit myself, so be right back. All right. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, well. Dotzer, by the way, Dotzer, you might not get ads because you're a channel member. I don't know exactly how that works. You might just not get ads. Also, if you have YouTube Premium, you would not get ads. I assume if you have an ad blocker, you wouldn't get ads. Oh, you got a pasta one? Hell yeah. But also, now that I took off the automated ad thing, it's like I can just choose spots to run them where I'm just, there's nothing happening. Like, we have queue times. It's like I can monologue for half the queue time, I could run an ad, I could actually get up and stretch, which I should do way more consistently considering I'm doing this shit every day, sitting in this chair for hours on end. I can show you the ads. Shining, shimmering bullshit. Do. You know, I've never seen Aladdin. I know the songs, though. I know the songs. Also, Robin Williams is goated. Yeah, yeah. I figure it couldn't be harmful for me to just... Because also, it seems like YouTube would try to run the ads relatively consistently. It's like, I'm sure I could place the ads at points where you wouldn't be missing fucking anything. And then it gives me opportunities for any bathroom breaks, like I said, stretching, anything like that, so... Oh, this Rick Grimes right here, this Rick Grimes, Sun God Nika, 69. So that is a One Piece fan and a freak. All right, another perkless trickster game. Let's try it out. Let's try it out. I believe we can win. I'm just not very good at the game right now. Very out of practice right now. All survivors can try to unhook themselves at a low percentage chance. Fuck. Oh dear. Although the fact that he didn't use like a salty lips, like the better percent version of that, makes me think there might be at least one weak link in this game. If we could get him first, we might be able to have a successful match. Oh, this map. Eerie of Crows. Oh dear. Oh dear. You Kebblejaw. I have no idea what you said. I'm assuming I didn't say anything terrible, because why would they put that in the game? The only character that they have ever say any fuck shit is Chucky. Speaking of Chucky, maybe I could, maybe I do Chucky. Maybe we do Chucky next time. I can see you, Robin! I can see your fucking head poking up through the thing! I can see it poking up through the thing, my brother! Oh, if you're gonna hide behind the rock, you gotta make sure you're not giving... I'm not phrasing it like that. You gotta make sure you're not poking your head out, dude. I only needed to hit like 2 more knives on you. I think Chucky might have more than one F-bomb. He's very unfiltered whenever he's, you know, existing. Shit. Rick, my boy, you're getting hooked. You're going on a hook, my Rick. You're going on a hook. You're back from making dinner. What you got, Groove? What you got, and is it good? What you got, and is it good? Is he really trying to unhook himself? You better be careful, Sun God Nika. You're gonna... He put himself to second hook. It's only a 2% chance. It's only a 2% chance. You might have just fucked your team. Oh, God. Well, by the way, somebody, like, failed a skill check over here. I have my main event. There's people over here. There's nobody over here. Son of a bitch. Alright, we're just throwing knives across the map then. Hit somebody, please! Somebody, anybody! Fuck. That was a waste. That was a waste. I bet Doc made some lasagna. Some lasagna. I feel like a good lasagna would be pretty fire right now. Although, I will say, in a weird turn of events, I'm not actually very hungry right now. I don't think we're close enough to dinner or anything. It's been recent enough that I had my, Damn, and I got Shack Pallet. Now this gen is just lost forever for them. They can't do this. Trying to be family friendly while playing horror games. Technically, this game isn't a horror game. It's a asymmetrical party game utilizing a bunch of horror icons. It's not necessarily anything scary about the game. It's not a very horrifying game, unless you include how people act, because people could be assholes, but you know. Robin, you're fucked. Shouldn't have done that, boo. Shouldn't have done that. Ghost gravity. Welcome to the basement. You are now in Basement Shack. I do apologize, except for the fact that I don't. You shouldn't have been taking a chase here. You also, Shack Pallet was dropped, so why are you here? Hello, Bendy. I'm playing, playing Dead by Daylight, my man. How you doing, man? How you doing? Fried shrimp? Hell yeah. Dude, I love fried shrimp. I think fried shrimp is a goated fucking choice. I love that. Detective Tap, I got main event, and you were the very unfortunate victim of that. Also, you ran towards the basement. Guess who you're joining? The last poor unfortunate soul. Wait a minute, somebody's going down to save him in basement. If I hook him here, I can fuck these guys. Oh no. Oh no, don't do it. Oh no, don't do it. Rick! Rick, my boy! Rick, my man! You can't kill people, Coral! You can't kill people, Coral! No! No! Oh, fuck! It's all falling apart! Everything's gone to shit! They're all dead! They're dropping like flies! Oh. Oh no. Well, that's 2 kills right there. Gore is a thing. Indeed, indeed. But hey, lads, this match has already gone exponentially better than all my other ones. I'm telling you, that Rick did not make the right... I got an achievement for sacrificing a total of 1,000 survivors. I have gotten 1,000 survivor sacrifice kills. That's not too bad if I do say so myself. That's pretty good. That's pretty decent. Oh no, I found them. Oh. Lady, I'd apologize, but I don't feel bad because I lost my last 2 matches and got my ass kicked. Oh, fuck. Sorry, Angry Fishy. This is where your match ends. Where did I down the other guy? Oh, fuck, dude. Lads, we got a 4K. Hooray. Wait a minute. She could, Hail Mary. Or Kobe is actually the term, I think. But she could get off that hook because there is a 2% chance. She could try to... You know what? Honestly, you did good. Detective Tap hid in the one tiny bush that was nearby him. It was his one chance. Oh, sorry. Hang on. I didn't realize I could kill. Mori! Oh yeah. I'm not a family-friendly channel, so I'm not worried about that. All right, let's see. Let's see. Hit him with the GGs. You want to know what's crazy? Sable, the one who I didn't kill until the very end of the match, was the one guy that had Unbreakable. The perk where she could have got herself up. She should have been taking chases earlier in the game so that she could use that. She also had Head On, not the bully perk. And Second Wind, not bad. Balanced Landing, she never got to use that. I don't even know what some of these perks are for Robin. Rick, Dark Sense, Spine Chill, Come and Get Me, Deja Vu. Interesting perks, interesting perks. But hey, I'll take it. That was a 4K. That was our first win of the day. Let's go, baby, let's go. See, I knew I had it in me with the Trickster. I knew I had it in me. I could feel it in my bones. I could feel it in my bones. All right, now let's make ourselves suffer. Perkless Trapper. Perkless Trapper time. We had our one successful match. Now we gotta make sure that we make it as hard as we can on ourselves. By the way, I will say, I have absolutely destroyed people on Perkless Trapper before. I've done it before. It's not easy, and it requires them making a mistake. But if they make that mistake and they just keep running into my shit, oh, they're gonna have a bad game. I honestly, I love playing Trapper because as long you could be unconventional with your traps and put them in ways that like people looping around areas could run into them, and like you don't have to have boring trap spots. I like Trapper. I don't like them perkless because if you make them perkless, you can't have add-ons that like either you start the trial with all of your traps or the traps resetting themselves, or like this one. This one's just a net positive. You increase the setting speed by 50%. When you set a trap, you get a small haste boost as Trapper, so you get a movement speed boost. So you could go into chase, put a trap down on the fucking tile, and then zoom to the people. And it takes 75, only 75% of the time. Wait, increases the trap setting speed. Damn it, I bet there's another one that's the, sorry, I read that wrong. You could have them disarm them slower. Increases the, okay, this is a good one. Increases the haste by 5% when you set a bear trap. So this one you could put on your thing, put down a trap, and then your chase in the tile is better. So I knew there was something there. I just misread the one that I was looking at. My bad. My bad. That's on me. That's on me. Then there's also this one. Increases bear trap setting speed by 30%. That's also good. You could literally use those two and you can be like a chase trapper. That's not bad. That's not bad. Heavy nerf to Deliverance. Wicked is a really good perk now. Vigil nerf is coming. Ghost Notes is actually better. I don't know what Vigil does, Ghost Notes, or Deliverance, or Wicked. I don't know any of those. So, I'll have to read them when the survivors use them to shit on me. Toby Rock said Delta in Chapter 6 onward, shit's gonna get serious. Oh, lovely. Oh, lovely. As long as the music stays good, I am doing good. You got school tomorrow, and your birthday is September 11th. Well, happy early birthday. That's coming up in just over a week now. So hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Hopefully you're well enough rested for school tomorrow. I had a classmate whose birthday fell on September 11th, which was very interesting. Very interesting. Considering it's a, you know, national tragedy, you know. Oh man. You know, I mentioned this earlier, but I love this little thing they added in where you can look at the kit of the killers. So if you don't know anything about the killer you're playing, you can have an idea. While you're waiting in the queue, you can look at your shit. So start with 2 bear traps, 8 traps in the map, pick up traps, up to 2 traps can be carried, stepping in it causes a stun. Set or reset a trap, you get haste for that. And then disarming traps. But yeah, that's dude, these queue times are actually not that bad. It was bad at the very start, and then it's not anymore. Is Aurora Stardaughter? Aurora Stardaughter has to be a new character. That character was not in the game before. That character was not in the game. Could have used to get rid of all status effects faster. Oh. Oh, damn. Damn. Yeah, going from him, that being a perk to get rid of all status effects to only one is... Yeah. Yeah, that is a pretty significant nerf. Yeah, Trapper's the tutorial killer. He is the tutorial killer. But he's not a good killer. I think you can have fun with him, especially if you're playing with perks and add-ons. Without any, it's a little rough. It's a little rough. The funny thing you can do with D&D is shit someone else's pants by using prestidigitation. I'll have to keep that in mind if I ever end up playing D&D again. Is that something I could do in Baldur's Gate 3? If I ever see prestidigitation as an option in Baldur's Gate 3, I'm picking that up immediately. Aurora Stardaughter is new to this update? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You're 8 days older than Red Dead 1. Damn, brother, damn. Hey, go to game. I also spawned right next to a trap, so... I'm putting these traps here. Here's the thing. That's an unconventional trap spot. It's very possible somebody fucking runs into that. I'm just saying. A lot of people would like to trap up the shack and basement and shit like that. I want to try Trapper without doing that. Without trying to make it my whole point to fucking trap up shack and shit. I just want to set traps that'll help me in chase and see how it goes. You know what I mean? That's what I want. That's what I want. So, I'm doing all my setup surrounding these 3 generators over here. That's gonna be my strategy. And we're gonna see if it works out. We're gonna see if it works out. They can have those other generators as much as they fucking want. I don't want them. I don't want them. I want this, maybe even this one. Oh, they're on this one. Hang on. At least they had been on it. Person's running this way. She hopped into the thing. Somebody got caught in my trap. I'm gonna hook her. And you lady. I'm putting this here. And you can carry on, my good lady. You can carry on. Reset the trap. I can step into my own traps, yes. And they will stun me if I do. So I just gotta make sure that I don't step in them. And then I'll be good. I just gotta not step in them and I'm good. It's not like they hurt me. They just momentarily stun me, so I wouldn't want to do that in the middle of chase. Well, why are you waiting here? I see. You want me to trap myself. I mean, that's fine. You can stay there. I don't mind. I don't mind. All you're doing is giving me time to make this entire fucking area more intolerable for you guys to play around. You know what I mean? Like, this is not a bad thing for me. This is not a bad thing for me. And then they just deactivated this trap. That's fine. I want to pick it up. I don't want to leave it there. These traps aren't good. I'm getting these to the other side of the map where I have all my pressure. That's what I'm doing. Alright, we got this. We got this. Just gotta play it smart, lads. Just gotta play it smart. They're deactivating my traps, but hey, they're spending time on it. You know what I mean? They're spending time on it. Hey guys, you know how I mentioned my unconventional trap placement over here? Bitch! Woohoo! Hello, Hit. Welcome. Hope you're having a good one, brother. They don't have it as an option in Baldur's Gate 3? Damn. Damn. That would have been a funny one. That would have been a funny way to go about it. And now I'm gonna put a trap here. I'm telling you, man, the weird trap locations... Dude, it's a strategy. It is a legitimate strategy. Also, that's going there. We got traps everywhere. I bet they're... Yeah, really getting this generator, though. They're deactivating some traps. That's okay. That's okay, because I am coming back. I always come back, bitch. Go somewhere else and heal. Good luck to ya. Good luck to ya. Good luck fucking Chuck, dude. She spent the time deactivating that one. Guess what? Since she knows where it is, this is a trap that's now going to be randomly in other chase locations, because fuck you. You know what I mean? That trap that you keep disarming, since I know you're so keen on it, it's no longer going to be a trap that you can disarm, you know what I mean? Somebody was over here. I saw the scratch marks. They're still disabling traps. I mean, that's okay. You could disable all the traps you want to. I got this. I got this. You had an insane Binding of Isaac run? Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. How is that going for you, my man? How is that going for you? I hope it was brilliant and fun and all you ever hoped it to be. Alright. This time? Yep. 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 That's just how the cookie crumbles. That's just how the cookie crumbles right there. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. These traps where you place them on the edges of tiles, they do not expect them to be there. That's why it's so good. They don't expect it. That's the whole purpose of a trap. They don't know that it's there. That's what makes it good. I'm telling you, man. This is the way. And then she just watched me set that trap, by the way. But that's okay. Because she's going to waste time deactivating the trap. I'm going to use that time to go over here where they unhooked the lady. I'm going to make sure that they're not on this generator. Because as long as I keep maintaining these 3 generators, they can't do a damn thing about it. You know what I mean? They can't do a damn thing about it. And since she pre-ran this way before, I'm just gonna be here for her the next time. That's, yeah, it's really simple. When you wait for a waiter, are you the waiter? Not necessarily, no, not necessarily. You believe if I believe? Thank you, Chase. Thank you, Chase. If you believe and I believe and we believe in me, then we can do anything we set our minds to, really. We can do anything. Alright, well, there's that. Good hit. There was a lady around here. I just don't know if he decided to hide somewhere, you know what I mean? He ran off this way, which makes me think he might be in one of these lockers. Hi, kids, do you like violence? Want me to grab a spare bear suit and stuff you inside it? Alright. Now they're back on this generator, and now they pre-run this way, so I try to cut them off this way. And I'm going to hit somebody. And then they're immediately going to heal, and that's okay, and I'm gonna fucking bust this down so it's easier for me to navigate. You have questions you don't want answered? I have questions I do want answered. I just will never ask them. Like to run this way, huh? You like to run this way? Hope you don't cut it too close to that wall or you're gonna get a fucking trap on your leg. You're gonna get a broken ankle. I'd be careful if I was you. I'd be very, very careful. A sprint burst does not help if I'm taking such a wide angle that you cannot get away. There's somebody just hiding around here, man. And I'm probably just too blind to fucking see him. Too blind to see. They're all hiding outside of my region, too. They're all hiding over there. All of them. Ah, they got the generator. No! The team coordination, they did it! I wish I would have had a better 3-gen split. I didn't really have a good one, you know? If I would have had a better 3-gen split, that could have been very, very different, you know? But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Damn, they won the war of attrition. They won the war of attrition, man. What can I say? What can I even say? I don't have any traps that help me either. The detriment to all my traps being over there. Damn. They played my ass. They played my ass. But hey, that's all right. That's all right. I couldn't get a basement trap, you know what I mean? That was the real big problem. No basement trap? Fuck. That was bad. That was bad. Hey, look, in my defense, I tried playing it a different way. It didn't work out, all right? The way to do it is to get him in the basement. The way to do it is to get him in the basement, but also to have some traps that are around loops in the weird spots. I tried doing all traps in the weird spots. It didn't actually help. But hey, good on them. This guy, extremely experienced in the game. He is P100 on a character that isn't in the game anymore. And this guy is also a P100 on whoever this survivor is. But good on them. Good on them. And so they might be playing characters that they don't have many prestige levels in, but you could tell these two extremely experienced at the game. Dramaturgy. Interesting. Live, I knew that. Huh. Nice, nice. Hello, Don. Hello, welcome. Hope you're having a good one. Ah. Yeah, you can heal. You can heal as much as you want as a survivor. Alright, let's give it another shot. Let's give it another shot, but this time, let's trap Shack and hope that we have a good basement location. Because if we could get him in the basement, they are fucked. They are actually cooked. If we could do that. Wicked guarantees an unhook with no strings attached only works in the basement. Huh. Interesting, interesting. I didn't know that perk existed. I didn't know there was such a perk at all. Your YouTube crashed for some reason? Damn. How are hot dogs made? Shit, man. I don't know. I don't have the peek behind the curtain. I don't know how the sausage gets made, you know what I mean? Waiting on a waiter makes you a waitee. I didn't see that because I was trying to focus on the game, but I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Wicked Deliverance, guaranteed unhook. Deliverance requires safely unhooking. Using it will make you broken for 2 minutes. Ghost Notes gets rid of exhausted 10% faster. Has a secondary effect. Scratch marks go away faster, which is better than Vigil. Okay, okay. There's a lot of information I had missed. A lot of information I had missed. Alright. While we wait for this next cue, this time, a quick ad break, and I'm going to go use the restroom. I will be right back. In just one moment. Wah! Chair stream! Okay, I have returned. I have returned. Also, fantastic news, our water is back on, so hopefully, I'm thinking, issue we had got resolved. So, hell yeah. Yeah, my ad blocker is just built into my Malwarebytes thing. So... Alright, let's try our fucking best. Let's try our absolute best. We still only have one perkless win. This will be our last attempt on getting a perkless win on Trapper. I feel like we already have some pretty strong traps right now, by the way. I think we have pretty strong traps. We're gonna make some of these tiles that they can loop around really fucking insufferable. Also, there's shack, but I don't know if basement is in there. You know what I mean? Lads, we found basement. We found basement. Oh, please tell me you're looping towards basement. Oh my fucking god. Guys. Oh, he got out. He fucking got out. No! Oh wait, he's going to where I have traps down. You better be careful, bud. You're stepping into my domain, baby. You're stepping into my domain. You gotta be careful around here. So, I can kind of force them to come into my area where I have the traps now. Also, somebody tried flashlight stunning me and missed, so that's something. That's definitely something. She goes for a trade. No idea where that guy went to, by the way. No clue. No fucking clue. Tactical indeed. Which killer is this? This is a Trapper. This is Trapper. Perkless Trapper, mind you. But Trapper, nonetheless. Also, this guy's name is Lord... Pss, 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 pss. He likes cats, what can I say? Alright, this is an unconventional trap, which is exactly why it might work. Speaking of traps, I need to pick up some more traps. Hey, yo. They got him off. They got him off my trap. That's illegal. Not allowed to do that. Where are the scratch marks? Where are the scratch marks? Oh, shit. That's gotta be a perk. That's gotta be a perk. No scratch marks? What? Hey, yo. That's pretty strong, I'm not gonna lie. That's kinda crazy. That's kinda fucking insane. Was that Maria from Silent Hill? Maybe. Maybe it is. Honestly, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. What I do know is, I desperately... No, don't go there. Don't go there! I fucking tried warning him! So guys, you know how I said I had some strong traps at the start? My starting traps are the only things that have been fucking useful. Maria, 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 Maria. I found the lurker. Maria, Maria, Maria. What are you doing here, buddy? What are you doing here? I mean, that's the thing. I don't think I got a good enough look at her when I was playing Silent Hill 2. You know what I mean? I think that's why. Not that she's unrecognizable or something, it's just that, you know. You think he was ready for me to have the 7.5% haste right there in that chase? Don't. Dude, I was gonna be so disappointed in him because I'm pretty sure that's the same fucking guy who got hit by that trap right there the last time. No, not her! She's got decisive! No, she doesn't. I guess she's dead. My traps are fucking different, baby! Also, hello, Bambi. I hope you're having a good one. Oh, fuck. That was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. My God. I'm telling you, man. My traps ain't too bad, are they? My traps ain't too bad. They're fucking, they're doing. My traps are doing what they were intended to do, let me tell you. Also, somebody is here. Somebody is, I guarantee you, somebody is here. I don't know where. I don't know why, I don't know how. Somebody's fucking here. Somebody... Do you want to lead me on a chase, or are you just trying to get me away from him so somebody can save him? Either way, Okay. Alright. 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 Thank you. Swing, bada, bada, bada. Dun, 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 dun. All right, guys, a beautiful, beautiful match. GG's to these guys. I can't believe he actually did that right in front of me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I can't believe he fucking did that. I'm coming for you, Meg. I'm coming for you. Is this the side that has the pallet on it? It's not! I could have fucking got... I could have got her! But I was scared of a pallet. I was scared of a pallet that didn't fucking exist. Where'd she go? God damn it, I misheard the footsteps. Hi, Meg. Hi. Meg, don't go through there! Meg! Good game, Meg. Good game. I don't think it's fair to say stupidity at its finest, Miles. I don't think that was stupid. I think she didn't have a better option. I think she was just fucked. Also, where did I down this guy? Oh, I hear him. I literally just don't think he had a better option. He was fucked. He found himself in a really shitty situation right there. That was, if there was some way for that not end that way, that would have had to have happened way earlier. All right, guys, our second perkless win. I told you, I can make it happen on Perkless Trapper. Hey, look at Cookie Monster over here. Well played, good game. It was fun. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. I'm commending that guy. Hey, that's just a chill dude. Cookie Monster. Boop, boop. Wow. See? He didn't take it, you know, too seriously. He was just having fun. That's good sportsmanship right there. Very good game to that dude. Also, I feel like if you do actually play against a killer that's using like no perks or putting themselves at a disadvantage, if they do win, I feel like, you know, you gotta just be like, you know what? Fucking good shit, man. It's like, I didn't use any crutches. I'm raw dogging him a fucking trapper, dude. Like, it's not easy. It ain't easy being green. Alright, it's time for Spirit. It's time for Spirit. Another perkless game. Do I have any cosmetics for Spirit? I do! Thank God. More clothes. When did I get this cosmetic also? An event thing. What? I had this since the Blood Moon event? I've had this for a fucking while. Oh my God. Dude, Spirit is fun to play. Spirit is fun to play. I just don't like the way she looks. Because I don't like that her, like, base skin is basically, like, not a lot of fucking, Judgment in the background, indeed. You know, I could unlock the Judgment, but I don't think I want to play her right now. Because the Judgment looks a little tricky. And I don't know if I'm feeling that right now. I don't know if I'm feeling that one. I believe we can win as Spirit. Yeah, I know, that was the last Blood Moon a few months ago. But it's like, I didn't know I had that until just now. So that means I just haven't checked the cosmetics on Spirit in months. Yeah, I don't think I need to know that, Spectral. Play as Springtrap. I do have him. I'll do it after Spirit. I want a Spirit game because I like playing as Spirit. I'm not the best Spirit, and I'm definitely not as good at her when I don't have add-ons that make me, like, cloak faster or whatever the fuck, but... At least with Spirit add-ons, I feel like I do very good at Spirit. At least in the past. Also, Miles, did you type all those out? Or were those, like, emojis? Oh! By the way, Miles, all those, like, cat in a box emojis and the dog and everything, all of those were spelled out in my third-party chat software. So I was like, what the fuck does that mean? I see the emojis now. I see them on YouTube. It's weird that it was just words on the thing. Yeah, which is even weirder because Bendy's came through as the cookie emojis. Yours came through as semicolon chill W cat, semicolon chill W cat. Hello, Bert. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a good one, brother. We just got ourselves a Perkless Trapper win. It was a solid game. And the opponents were good sports about it. We got a 4K. The Judgment is awful beyond belief. Well, here's my question. Is the Judgment awful beyond belief to play against or to play as? Like, is the Judgment just a bad killer? are people like spamming it so it's annoying to play against? I remember when I was doing Survivor matches around the time that Vecna got added in, and I had to go against Vecna legitimately 8 times in a row. And it's like, it's not even like he was the best killer in the game, but shit, you want to go against other people, you know what I mean? It's like, what is the problem with the judgment, in your opinion, Milltime? I am curious. I haven't played as her. I don't have her, so I really don't know. I think I've seen like a tiny little bit of gameplay of her, but you know, I don't really watch people play games that much, not anymore. I usually just spend my time playing the games. That's how I prefer, personally. Yeah, I think it might just be those, it might be those emojis specifically, where on YouTube it'll show you the emojis, but on StreamerBot chat it just shows the letters. The judgment judges you menacingly. I would assume so. If the judgment didn't judge me, then I would have a problem with the judgment, you know? Like, what's even the point of your name if you're not gonna... Okay, when phasing, can't see survivors or blood trails, can see scratch marks. Use them to track prey before reappearing. You can also hear them if they're already injured, so that is something to keep in mind. Alright. I think we should be able to win this one, but it all depends, man. It all depends. Holy shit, I almost didn't see you, Claude. My god. My god, Claude. Oh shit, I was following a different survivor's scratch marks. Oh my god, that's very unfortunate for you. You should not have taken the same path, my man. Oh dear. Oh dear. This might end up being a strong game, we'll just have to see. Is there no hook right here? There's no hook right there? Damn, I really thought there would be. Also, basement's not all that far away. So these guys might want to really be fucking careful playing over here. You get put in the basement, you're having a bad time. You are having a terrible time you get put in the basement. You do not want that. Alright, they just healed. And they just did that generator. You! Welcome back! You might have just healed, but guess what? You're gonna need another, my brother. You're gonna need another. Yeah, that's just not... That's not a long enough palette thing to actually play that one. I think I can get her all the way over to this hook. Oh, shit. I see the people. I see the people. They might be fucked. I'm gonna chase them over by basement. They might be sealing their own fates. There is a non-zero chance. Claude? Claude, what are you doing here, Claude? Why are you still trying to get this fucking generator? This generator sucks! Claude, no! Claude, the basement's right here! Oh no, and she doesn't have decisive either. Claude. Oh no. Guys, she's gonna be in basement and she's already gonna be on second hook. This could be really, really bad for the other survivors. Oh dear. Oh dear. I hope your teammates play this right, I'm not gonna lie. There is a way to play this where it gives you a good chance. There is a way to play this where your game is over. I don't think... Hey, so far so good. That's not bad. Not a bad start. One distracts me while the other goes into the basement. Guys, you're setting yourself up for a slugfest. Don't do this. Don't fucking do this. Hello, Lara. I'm gonna get you now. Unless you have a god pallet here. Or if you run into me. That is also not very good. That is also very bad for your health. The good news, though, is I can't put Lara in the dungeon. I can't put her in the basement. So, they have effectively escaped basement. Good job. Like I said, the way they were playing that, it could have made or broke the game. I could tell that shit immediately. It could have been really bad, and they could have been doing it just fine. They did it in a way where it was fine. So good on them, good on them. Very well played, lads. Very well played. There's nobody on that generator. Yeah, they should. What they should do is just go away from this side of the map, man. There's nothing good for you on this side of the map. I've got the basement. I've got all kinds of shit going for me. You just should try to avoid that side of the map if you can. She didn't drop the god pallet on me. Saving it for... Didn't drop it again. Saving it for the rainiest of days. Your day, my lady, is about to rain. Oh dear. Oh dear. They only need one generator. So honestly, despite how much this looks like it's going well for me, they've played it very, very well. Which makes me think, hey, maybe this group of survivors is actually pretty fucking good, you know? They've been doing what they needed to do at every point in the game. So, you know, kudos to them. Oh no, he let me past. Look out, quad! Oh, I can't believe I didn't hit that. That's crazy. She had live. Oh-ho. I misjudged this entirely. There's no way. She got the fucking speediest vaults each time. Damn. I'm getting fucked in this chase. She's doing very well. Okay. So I can get her out of the game. Somebody's here. I thought I heard footsteps. Maybe they weren't there. I need to go back upstairs. Yep. That's exactly what I thought was happening. And this guy hasn't even been hooked, so this is actually a really good guy to take the chase. They're playing good, man. They're playing good. Like I said, you gotta give the fucking kudos where they are deserved. This team of survivors has played this really fucking well. Like, genuinely very good on them. The only thing is, this guy has damned himself to death. I don't think he gets out ever because he took the chase near basement. So I think I won't win, but I will get a 2K. I will get a 2K. That much is for certain. Latin as a one-year subject, learn for all of 7th grade, then you never see again. I mean, all of our foreign languages we had in school were, like, one-time things. Hey guys, do you remember what I said? Do you remember what I said? They could not save him. It was not possible. It was gonna be a 2K. It turns into a W. All because they came to save him. Which, hey, good on them for being good teammates. I mean, fuck. That was not how you played it to get him out of there, though. I will take my 3rd PERKLESS win. And I will give these guys a GG's, because that was a good game. Literally, up until that last little bit, they were playing it extremely well. Like, extremely well. You gotta give kudos for that. Gotta give the kudos. In 5th grade, you had to choose German or French. I would also choose German because I can't see a time where I'd ever need to know how to speak French. The only time the only thing that I know in French... Alright, we're gonna try Legion, by the way. We're gonna try Legion. I have a feeling this is gonna be a W, right here. The only thing I know in French is, because of a really weird French dub line in Naruto, where Sasuke says, "My name is Sasuke Uchiha," but he says, Je m'appelle Sasuke Uchiwa. And so, you know, I know how to say "my name is." I could do a fucking Eminem song. Was I playing as a troll? No, I was playing as this. A spirit. A vengeful spirit, even. And now I'm going to play as an angsty teen. Because I'm pretty sure that's what Legion is. Legion's just a dude or a chick. It's a group of crazy people who are just like killers, you know? Which, you know, respect to that. Only thing you ever said in Latin in 8th grade was singing Gaudemus Igitur for music class and end of year celebration. GG indeed. GG indeed. We got their asses. Springtrap. Oh my god, you're so right. You're so right. I forgot I said I would play that. If I remember from the last time I played Springtrap, I do not like PERKLESS add-on this Springtrap because having him without add-ons does not feel good. But we will give it a shot. Then after this, Legion. After this, Legion. After this, Legion. Also, I remember in choir, we used to always sing a lot of Latin songs. That's what I like, the way Latin sounds. I don't really need to know what it means, but it sounds really good in music. It's really good choir pieces, let me tell you. One of my favorite ones was Daemon Irepit Kalidus. That was a really good one. Very fun one to sing. Also, Salmo 150 was a pretty good one too. Alright lads, while we wait in this queue again, we will do it again. You may get an ad, you may not get an ad, but I'm going to insert one right now. I'll be right back. 1 hour left in the stream, by the way. 1 hour left. Do 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 do. Oh, stand up, walk around for a second. This is our new way of doing ads, lads. This is our new way of doing ads. The easy way. Whenever we get a downtime moment, we can monologue a little bit, we can chat a little shit, and then we can run our ads. BCR Bank and an anti-spam caller ad. You know, I've noticed that if you have a mobile phone, I know most people don't have a home phone anymore. If you have a home phone, you're fucked when it comes to spam callers, but if you have a mobile phone, just block and report as spam every time. Eventually, they just cease to exist. First few years was very Latin heavy. I feel like we still had some Latin in there because just stand and sing Latin pieces are just really traditional, very good. And singing in a different language also, it would score well because it's a little more complex than singing in English. You liked salmon? I only had salmon once. Yeah, I also liked Salmo 150. Salmo 150, great piece. Still listen to it occasionally. It's very nice. I love me some Latin music. Latin music, goated. Advertise any bank but the one you have an account in. Yeah, well, if you already have an account in the bank, then it doesn't need to advertise to you because you're already banking with them. You know what I mean? Why were you given a Hims ad? I don't know, Chase. Maybe it's the hair loss? Do you have hair loss? Do you have hair loss? I don't think you did. Isn't that one of the things that Hims does? Hims is a lot of weird shit, none of which I think applies to me at all. Other than the fact that I am a dude, but, you know, that's about it. Spring boy indeed. Spring trap indeed. I can never hit my axes on people as spring trap. And again, I feel like I'm just bad at chases with spring trap. I don't use the map traversal enough. Alright, we're going against Dwight, Locker, Miss Pineapple, and your mom. 7335. Dude, I don't know what it is, but ever since I woke up this morning, I've been, like, biting my cheek, and it's so annoying, dude. It's so annoying. Also, let me look up my stats really quick, my player stats, while this loads up. My player stats. My current stats for this game are I have 110 hours as killer, 24 hours as... Wait, no. I have 86 hours as killer, 24.3 hours as survivor. The killer side has definitely taken the advantage, and my most played killer is still Oni. How is that even possible? I don't play him anymore. You see, it's impossible for me to forget our senior pieces because I have all the music in my music binders. And I have 2 of the binders. I actually have the music from freshman year, as it turns out. I am a collector. Oh, hello. Hello, you want to chase that Shacky Shack real quick? Fuck! I bet she's gonna go through the pallet. Yeah. Fuck. No! I couldn't swing because I had the cooldown from throwing the goddamn axe. At least our first chase didn't take too long. It could have been worse. It could have been worse. Could have been a hell of a lot worse, honestly. Not the testosterone supplement. Oh, God. All right, we're traveling through our thing. Also, what's the point in having undetectable as Springtrap when your loud-ass fucking footsteps could be heard from 5 miles away? I've always thought that. Springtrap feels like he is the loudest killer of all time. And I've always thought that. Alright, well, I'll get them down here, so that's...
You will submit.
Oh, I can't believe I fucking missed that, man. Dude, I am doing these where I am... How did you heal in the middle of that? You were hurt when that chase started, right? Am I crazy? What the fuck? Huh. Well, shit. Well, shit. Let's go to this generator. We need to teleport more and chase less. That's what we actually need to do. We're genuinely just spending way too much time in chase. Fuck. Alright, I got lucky on that one. That could have went either way. He didn't drop it on me. That could have went either way. I'm glad it went my way. Oh, man. Alright, let me kick this. And then let's go traverse again, I guess. Gotta keep checking on the gens. I mean... it's really the only thing we can do. Dwight! Hello! That was not the play.
There is no escape.
Hello, Meadell. Hope you're having a good one. I have not looked into Trepang 2 yet, because I forgot. I was going to the last time you mentioned it, and I forgot it. So that is my bad. That is my bad. Hello, Dwight. Oh shit. Oh my god. Nah, there's no, there's no way. There's no fucking way. No. I need to see what flashlight he had. He stunned me so quick. Oh, saved by the fucking flashlight attachments, man. Fuck. Yeah, increases the range, increases the width, increases the brightness, increases blindness duration. Yes, yes. Yeah, that motherfucker cooked me, man. GG's to those guys. GG's to those guys. Yeah, I could tell I was going against some pretty decent people. We got a P100 survivor up here, and that Dwight was just fucking goated. But yeah, he had a strong flashlight, which is why he was stunning me so quickly with it. If that was a normal flashlight, he wouldn't have got me. I could have killed his bitch. Couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Alright, now for... Actually... Now for Chucky. I want to do... Let's do Chucky. I think I could win on Chucky. And then I want to do Legion as well. I want to do Legion as well. You sentenced me to reading DBD lore? I mean, I feel like I normally don't read DBD lore. They had Moment of Glory, that's how they healed mid-chase. Moment of Glory is a perk that lets you heal in mid-chase? That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I got so excited because I saw the tambourine music and I was like, oh yeah, I'll do that. That I didn't think twice about it. Fuck, I can't afford the judgment again. I need to farm up 2,000 more iridescent shards. Damn it. I wasn't thinking about that. I wasn't thinking about that. I got captivated by the music, the prospect of playing a tambourine song. Uh-huh. Uh-huh, Meadell. Sounds about right. Hello, eggs. Welcome, welcome. How you doing on this fine Sunday afternoon? Had to think about that. I'm doing pretty good myself. We've got 3 wins. One of them was a perkless trapper, so you know, that felt really good. That felt really good. We've won on trapper. We won on... what was the other one we played that we won on? Because we played Bubba, we got fucked. Played Spirit, didn't... What? We won on Spirit. We won on Spirit. We won on Trapper. And where was the other win? Trickster. We won on Trickster so far. Have to open or rummage through one chest to gain a charge once you take damage, or if you're already damaged, you'll start a timer. If you don't get downed in 60 seconds, you heal. That's crazy. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I did not know that was a thing. The funny thing is, I'd heard of, like, Moment of Glory, like, by name, so I knew it was a perk. I did not realize that's how that worked. Interesting. I was like, how the fuck did this guy heal while I'm chasing him? I'm like, dude, how is that a thing? Now, that makes a lot more sense. That makes a lot more sense. Alright, Chucky's gonna curse out everybody we go against. We have so many Toothy Torts because we wanted to get to Prestige 3 on Chucky while that, while the anniversary event was going on. So we got so many of these blood point boosters. So if I really want to farm up blood points, I just gotta play a lot of Chucky. Also, I've learned some things about Chucky. I've learned that I've been playing Chucky wrong. So we're gonna see if I could have an instant improvement on my Chucky gameplay today. Also, by the way, I know it's not like the best perk out there. You want to know genuinely what my favorite perk in the game is by far? It's agitation. Because it feels so nice. And also, it's not like meta or anything. It's just a fun one. It's like, it feels so nice to down a survivor, pick them up, and then you have all that haste when you're carrying them. It feels so awesome to just zoom with them and go get them where you need them to be. Care to elaborate? I don't even remember what I was talking about. Jacob, get the torts. Who's gonna hold up the torts? I am. Giveaways if they take damage and it applies broken. Isn't broken the thing where, like, you're hurt and you're unable to heal? Is that what broken is? Also, we're going against two Steves, two Kates. I have a feeling we're about to get cooked. Oh. Well, we'll see, we'll see. First thing that I do wrong is when I first load into the game, I go into my stealth power. But that doesn't work on anybody because they know I'm in my stealth power. You save the power specifically to use in chase. And also, another thing is when you're angling your dash in the power, I do not angle it good. You angle it more into the wall if you're trying to... You'll see. I'm either going to do it right or wrong, but I know that I have the information, the data, to play Chucky better than I used to. We'll just have to see if I can actually do it or not. I may or may not be able to do it. It's like, I would save the hidey-ho, or I wouldn't save the hidey-ho for chase, and that's really the way to do. Well, no, it's not even about it being quiet, it's just that hidey-ho, it kind of tricks you into thinking... It kind of tricks you into thinking it's supposed to be a stealth ability, but it's really not a helpful stealth ability. It's helpful because you can, Oh, wow. Like that! I would not have gotten that kill before, because I started my charge looking at the wall where I'm going to go, because you can't go left or right very well when you're actually dashing. That was a hit I was not getting before, ever. Because of how I was playing Chucky. Because I was ass at using the dash. But it's like, hidey-ho's one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, you're stealthy when it happens. But it's like, you're already small. If you're gonna fucking stealth somebody out, it's just gonna be because you're small anyways. Save the hidey-ho for chase, where it will actually help you. where you can get your dash ability. Fuck! I missed. My bad. Whoopsie. What? Okay, I don't know what this Steve is doing. He just fucked that one up. He just fucked that one up. Oh. Let me kick the generator. And then let's go get to the... They healed really fast. They either have a perk for healing or there's multiple people over here. Could be either or. I see somebody over here. I don't know if it's somebody I got before, but I'm gonna fucking get him now. I can tell you that. She's taking me to the edge map because she's smirked, but I will follow you to the ends of the earth, lady. Don't you worry. You got my full undivided attention. Like, dude, I was never hitting any dash hits before when I played Chucky. I feel like I was just getting lucky. Lucky Chucky, lucky ducky, man. Lucky Duck Chuck. That was my life. Ah, I tried being cheeky. It's like, it's already hard enough for them to see you in chase just because you're so tiny. Also, that is a free pallet for nothing. That was a free pallet genuinely for nothing. He panicked a little bit. It worked to my advantage. Now, this guy's already been hooked, so I think committing to him is a good idea. And that did not work out very well for him. I don't think that guy has a flashlight. I think I'm good. That's true. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about using it in chase and then it helping with the footsteps, like them being able to tell where you are. I didn't think about that. But either way, basically, just the whole thing of like hidey ho is something where it's just a great perk for chase specifically. Like, it's a great chase perk. Outside of that, you know, that's not really its speciality. Also, if I could break some of these pallets, I could have some insane plays here. I need to break these pallets, make sure they don't pop the gens, and I think I can fuck them up. Those other two were healing somewhere, so they're not really in a great position to get that save either. Ladies, oh my god, they let him die.
You can't run from me.
You know how I said they weren't in a good position to get the save on that guy? Yeah, they were in such a bad position for the save that they didn't save him at all. He just had to die. Damn. Damn, dude. This is a slaughter. This is a slaughter. You see, I don't have the perks or add-ons that would allow me to have, you know, a build to make my shit stronger, you know what I mean? Since we are perkless, we do have to completely rely on just normal gameplay. And try our best with that, you know. Welcome back, Miles. Welcome back. Oh, one of them just went second hook. I think this lady popped the gen and decided to hide. Are you really not going to save your teammates at all? If I think you're hiding, I'm just going to start checking lockers. And if I find you in a locker, I'm going to be fucking disappointed.
I thought I heard something.
I'm going to be so disappointed if I find this bitch just in a locker somewhere. Hiding. I thought I okay. Shouldn't have touched her, Steve. Shouldn't have touched her. You die. Now, where did she go after making the save? That I don't fucking know. But that's quite alright. I bet they're going off in a corner somewhere to heal. Oh, they did heal. Don't know where they are, though. Probably somewhere over here. I'll just roam. Fuck it. Fuck it, we ball. You used to watch this game so much. It's a very fun game. I like it. I like it. It's pretty chill. Pretty chill, in my opinion. But then again, I feel like a game is only as chill as you make it. Like, I play Smite, and that's a game that's very much not chill. But if you're unbothered, they're over here. The crow betrayed you. The crow betrayeth. The crow betrayeth. I saw that crow come back down, and I'm like, buddy, buddy, buddy. You're dead. Nice smiles. Nice, nice. Wonder if this lady's hiding around. Or not. Still checking these lockers like she's gonna be in one of them. Thou crow betrayeth thee. Thou crow betrayeth thee. Oh my god, I found him. That guy better hurry up and die on hook if he wants a chance of giving this guy hatch. That is now the only way he survives. Also, the audio cues in my ears for, like, directional audio are so scuffed. Like, the directions are just not at all what you would expect them to be. When I'm using my earbuds specifically. I wasn't trying to hit you. I was just trying to close the distance, brother. Just trying to close that distance. And I think that was a mission accomplished. Oh, got her ass.
When I do, I'm gonna rip you to pieces.
All right. Dunk. Stab her with a ruler. Wait, Chucky Morris with a baseball bat. Chucky would be a good character to play against Glenn, too. How much time left in this stream? About 30 minutes, about 30 minutes. GG's to those guys, GG's to those guys. That was a solid match, and that will be our 4th PERKLESS win. 4 more for the Empire. Damn. I went against 3 lives. My god. I went against 3 fucking lithe abilities. I'm glad I didn't have to feel it much because the chases didn't last that long. But do you see what I mean? That was the point that I was trying to make, is that the way I was playing Chucky before was not the way to play Chucky. Like, I was way more successful in that game playing Chucky, knowing a little more about how to use his shit in chase. So, I think the difference in performance was very distinct. I think it was very noticeable. Alright. Alright. We start up the queue. Do a quick little ad break. Should only last, you know, a minute. All right. Oh my god, dude. GG's indeed. Ah. Miles, do you care to explain how Sony makes so much of their profit off of their insurance company? How does that work? How does that work for a game company like that? Let's see. You know what? Instead of looking up Sony's insurance company, I'm gonna look up Trepang. Trepang 2.
106. You made it.
Hey, very positive on the reviews. Gory, action-packed, first-person shooter. When did this come out? 2023. Huh. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad. And the reviews being so positive as well seems like a good sign. Seems like a very crazy, quick shooter. Here, let me put it on my wish list so I don't forget it. Huh. You got a 10-second Minecraft ad? Well, hey, at least it's short and sweet. Short but sweet. Sweet because it's short, actually. You know, since most of the time when I like put on a YouTube video, it'll be a really long video. Has anybody else ever noticed that for those really long YouTube videos that the advertisers try to slip in like fucking 6-minute ads and shit like that, like an infomercial level ad, because they know that if you're watching a really long video, you might be using it to fall asleep. Dude, the amount of times I'm laying there trying to go to bed, listening to my video that's like 3 hours long, and I notice that I'm like 3 minutes into an ad, I'm like, fuck, dude, I gotta get the remote and skip it. Oh, Sony has a life insurance company. Interesting. Interesting. Alright. We got a Meg, an Ace, a Fang, and another Ace. Both of the Aces are not wearing pants. Fantastic. Had to look a little closer. I'm like, is that what I think I'm seeing? It is, and also they have a farmer's stand. Interesting, Miles, interesting. I didn't know about any of that. The more you know, you learn a little something every day. The brain develops just a little more with information every day. The more you know. If I would have realized the toothy torts were something that could be kept outside of the event and used like that, I would have stocked up on so many more of those. Like, I would add like 70 stocked up for every killer, dude. Not just Chucky. Alright. Legion time, baby. Legion time. I told you I think this has potential. Let's see if it has potential. Unfortunately, since I don't have any add-ons, I don't get any different mixtape for the chase music. But that is okay. That is okay. We don't need it. We're gonna see what it's like to have no mixtape. No fire-ass tunes to kill to. Well, that was fucking useless. Alright, well, since you spoiled my use of my ability, there's no reason I have to not come kill you, I guess. Although, nah, I should, I should definitely go for my ability on everybody else. It's kind of the one thing Legion has going for him. Gotta make sure you're as oppressive as possible towards the survivors. Ace, I think you should've thrown that, my brother. I think you should've thrown that one. Damn it! I didn't have enough time. Oh, he had live. Interesting, interesting. Run away, Fang! Run away! Come here, Fang. You're gonna be my first hook. You're gonna be my first hook. Congratulations. Lucky number one. Lucky number one. Or unlucky. It's up to you on how you interpret that. You know what? That's fine. If you encourage a slug, then a slug I shall have. A slug I shall have. Also, I learned something about these hooks on the hills. The hook is always pointed towards the entrance, so it's actually pretty useful to know that. Well, it's time to be oppressive again. Oh, I really thought they would have jumped off. Fuck. Well, shit. I was gonna say, surely neither of them have balanced landing. And they are getting some really fucking strong tiles, man. Goodness gravy. Holy fuck. Dude. This is crazy how strong that is. Right next to Shaq, too? Fuck, it's just a little too wide. Like Scoob. Like Scoob, that pallet's too fucking wide. Or, tile's too fucking wide, not pallet. Alright. The mind game worked that time, thank goodness. Peace out, Bendy. Hope you have a good rest of your day, brother. I will see you later. Hello, Ink. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a good one today. We are all staying rather hydrated, I do believe. I'm sure that is information you are quite happy to know. Come here, Fang. Just gonna get rid of this. Gonna get rid of this. Gonna get rid of this. All right. A lot of pallets they do not mind losing. If you didn't drop so many, that pallet might have still been there, Ace. Might have still been there. Hell yeah, hell yeah. I can't control the ads at the beginning, Ink. That is just the fact of life. It's YouTube, man. It's YouTube. But now I do have manual ads for running in the middle to not have them interrupt as much. So that should be a nice little quality of life thing. Dude. That live was just enough to save her right there. Legitimately just enough. Also, this gen is 99, so I need to regress it now. Could have sworn I fucking heard somebody. Could have sworn I heard somebody sound like they were injured too. Well, they healed. They both healed. Hmm. As okay. I'll take the down on you. Not enough. Just not enough. Holy shit. This is a game I have had to fucking work for, dude. My god. They're not letting me get away with this one at all, man. Come here, Meg. Come here, Meg. Come here, Meg. Not enough. Is slugging considered okay? It is. You can hype streams? Oh shit, hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I think this guy is going to die. My god. Is this about to turn into a slugfest for the ages? This is about to be a slugfest for the ages. Oh my god. I'll hook this lady. Also, of course, slugging is okay. Any way you choose to play the game is okay. Honestly, if you want to really be semantic about it, fucking. I would say tunneling is just as okay as slugging or any other way of playing the game. That's just because you shouldn't gatekeep any way to play any game, whether you're happy about it or not, you know? I think I'm pretty consistent with that stance. Both of them healed. They're not on that gate. There's a chance to think one of them is going to go for the save on this guy, and the other one is going to go for the gate. That's what it makes me think. That's what it makes me think. Oh, they went for the other gate. Okay, yeah. They're not saving that guy. I think they realized that. My fucking god, they did it. They actually did it. He actually got the fucking save on him. Kudos to you. My god. Kudos to you. What a bold fucking move. Wow. Good on them. Good on them. I'll take it. I'll take it. That was a good game all around by everybody. They played it as good as they could. Hell yeah. Alright, GG's. Yeah, anybody that gets angry at people for playing a game that they don't like the way they played it is just weird and is never going to be on the right side of any argument towards that, you know what I mean? Because there is no argument for there is no defendable argument for I don't like the way you played the game, so I'm going to be angry at you for that. You might not be happy that you lose or something, but judging somebody for how they play, that's just never going to be right in any game. And that legitimately applies to everything. And also, if you think about it, sometimes there are perks for the survivors to specifically counter these things, too. That's the thing too. There are things to counter every single thing in the game. There's almost everything is geared towards preventing tunneling. You damn near have to try to get tunneled out of a game. And even then, you have decisive strike, anti-camp, all these things, the protection after you get unhooked. There's a lot going for you, you know what I mean? And then with slugging, if you have Unbreakable, or you have that one boon that allows you to basically have Unbreakable for everybody, where you can get yourself up, that directly counters slugging and makes it completely ineffective. It's like, you have counters to every single one of the things you could complain about. Like, if I'm a killer, and I'm upset that I'm getting flashlight saved and flashlight stunned all the time, I could put on the perk for, what's it called? I could put on Lightborn, and I'm never able to be blinded. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't want to get flashlight saved, I have a perk that makes flashlights completely fucking useless. You have an option for these things, you know what I mean? If you choose to, and also if you choose to use those, I don't blame you. That's why I'm not, that's why I'm never really upset when I get flashlight saved, or when I get fucking pallet stun saved, or shit like that, because that's just how the game works, man. If I wanted things to... the perk that I said I like so much, even though it's not meta at all, Agitation, where while carrying a survivor you gain 18% haste. It's like, I love that. I'm pretty sure there's also a perk to make... there's a... Enduring. While not carrying a survivor, pallet stuns are 50% shorter. If you feel like you're getting pallet stunned too much, you can have that. You could have a perk from the night. You could have where when you get stunned by a survivor, they get exposed, so you can knock them down in one hit. It's like, you have ways to counter every way of playing in the game, and in that way, I think the balance is beautiful. And that's the thing. You could also investigate the area before picking them up, but that's the thing too, Spectral. Because for the survivors, you also have very strong perks for gen rushing. If survivors are doing what they're supposed to, like while chases are happening in the first place, and they're doing the generators, any extra time you're spending that is not being efficiently spent as a killer, they can use that to get the gens done and ultimately win the game. It's like, I do think, with how everything has its place, and then for killers, you have gen regression perks, and you have things that slow, like, generator progress. Everybody has access to these things, which is why I don't think there's any use in complaining about any of them. I don't think there's use in complaining about any of these things, because they're all just ways to play the game, and all of them you have counters to as well. Some you have a plethora of counters to. But yeah, there's no reason to be mad at anybody for the way they play a game. Whenever I'm a survivor, if I get tunneled, I know it is specifically because I fucked up hard. You know how many things you have to fuck up as a survivor to get tunneled out of the game and not have it result in, at the very least, 3 survivors making it out alive? Because if you spend all that time on one person, you should be able to get all of the other generators done as long as they don't die in the first 10-15 seconds of chase. It's like, there's just no point in levying any complaints about it, you know what I mean? I think it's actually pretty fucking balanced, if you ask me, too. She definitely tried for the pallet stun there, and honestly, I was not paying enough attention. She almost fucking got it on me. She almost got it on me. Dead ass. Oh no, Kate. Oh yeah, I could wrap this game up in 10 minutes. Blaze is back. Welcome. Welcome, Kelly. Welcome. Hope you're having a good one. 7 minutes is all I can afford to play with you. I can't remember what the fucking Wesker quote is. 7 minutes is all I can spare. Something like that. Something like that. I heard somebody moaning and groaning over here. I think there was an injured survivor nearby and he's going for the save. I swear I heard somebody moaning and groaning. God, I must be crazy. I must be crazy. This is Dead by Daylight. It is not free, but it is a fun game. People are rather... most of the players are rather toxic, but if you're not bothered by that, then, you know, I would say it's a pretty good experience. I'm unbothered, so it's pretty great in my opinion. Also, by the way, this is the same fucking dude that I've been hearing. Sounded like he's grunting because he's injured nearby. It was that guy. I don't know where the fuck he was. I couldn't find him. They're adding more phases to the Cuphead bosses to make them more difficult. Hey, that is up to you. That is your own choice, your own volition. That is your, if that's your cup of tea, that is your cup of tea. Damn it. Ran out of my power. No scratch marks. I don't. She's got to have that one perk. The one perk that gets rid of the fucking scratch marks. Damn it. I lost her completely. Hey, Leon. It's a very topical map for you, isn't it? You're trapped in here, bitch. Yep. I knew that one was gonna work out for me. Honestly, it would have been hard to fuck that one up. Dead by Daylight's free on PlayStation. We have PlayStation Plus. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Players that don't play the game. In all fairness, though, if you're talking about players like not playing the game or giving up immediately, that I don't take that as being upset with how people choose to play the game, because if what you're harping on is somebody basically choosing to not engage and not play the game, I think that is perfectly reasonable. Because if they're just not playing the game, they're only hurting their team. You know? Like, if you're choosing to not play the game, you might as well not be playing the game at all, you know what I mean? I don't think that's unreasonable, or even... I don't think that's categorically the same as saying... like, you don't like how somebody plays. Because that's somebody actively choosing not to play. That's somebody choosing to sabotage their team. That's not just a preference on how somebody plays. That's actually just sabotage, you know what I mean? It's like, that's just sabotage. And then, yeah, cheating's never a good thing, because cheating is just also going against the spirit of having a fair, good match. A good, well-spirited match. There's nothing good about cheating. There's nothing good about giving up and intentionally, essentially griefing your team. Like, it's not a way somebody plays if what you're talking about is literally just somebody, you know, fucking up the experience for other people with what they are doing, you know? That's not a preference thing, really. That is just a... I think this guy might have dramaturgy. Either dramaturgy or a 99 to sprint burst, because he got a massive burst to speed. But those are perks I actually know are in the game. Hi, Leon. You scared the fuck out of me. Jesus Christ. Leon jump scare, my guy. Leon jump scare. At least he didn't do a backflip. When I'm finished with the Cuphead, do I think I should give myself a break and do mods? Hell no. I'm not modding Cuphead. I feel like when I finish Cuphead, I'll just be done with Cuphead. Because after I've done, like, the expert mode, there's really nowhere to go from there for me. It's like, I've done all the challenges of the official game. I really don't care about doing, like, mod challenges either. It's like, I would feel like I have genuinely accomplished everything I aimed to in the game. Just gonna make my rounds and check every single generator while they obviously go heal up the last guy. Yeah, similar to how, like, I don't do speed runs, like, I don't really do a lot of challenges for games. Like, I'll play the game, but, like, you'll never catch me doing, like, a fucking... Or you probably... Never is a long time. I won't say never, but you probably won't ever catch me doing, like, a... Oh, Elden Ring, but I just beat the shit out of everybody with my fists. Like, I'm just not really into doing all that, usually. How the fuck did you... I forgot to check this gen every single time I rotated. My bad. That's how the fuck they did it. I literally kept forgetting to do that. Also, I'm a believer that cheating in, like, tests do not matter. They're unimportant. But I think that's more of just, like, an exam thing. Where it's like, because if you cheat in a test, right? Like an academic test in an academic setting. Technically, in my eyes, the only one you really hurt is yourself. And if the only one you are hurting is yourself on, like, understanding things, I don't really think it's all that fucking harmful, you know? Because you do only hurt yourself, like, in an academic setting, you only hurt yourself if you cheat on something, because you're not internalizing the material. Also, half the time, I just think tests are made in a sucky way, you know? Yeah, that's something I've never had an interest in either. Nuzlocks. Or any challenges of the like. That just sounds like suffering. Yeah, also, I think education is something that is very important, but also education should be about learning things. So it's like, I don't really care as much about grades. I care about learning whatever the thing is you're supposed to learn. Because there's plenty of people who are, like, bad with academic grades, but are actually, like, really good at what they do. There's tons of times that I had to take exams and I would, like, cram. Like, I never cheated an exam, but I would, like, cram information in a way that wasn't great for actually learning it. Where it's like, I'd just be trying to fucking... Oh, by the way, Leon, I could just cancel my ability and down you and put you on a hook. That is an option. Also, that's the pallet you dropped earlier. Unfortunately. For you. It's like, I haven't ever cheated on an exam before. But at the same time, I am just pretty good at cramming information when I need to prepare. And that way I consider myself blessed. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god, that was not what you do against Legion. Somebody fucking healed and they gave me the ability to hit one guy again. Did you see that shit? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. There was a path for me once upon a time ago where I would have wanted to be like a history teacher. And it's like, I do think education is an extremely important thing. And also a lot of the things that are taught are not necessarily that important. But at the same time, you know, if it's just for the sake of it, it's like, that's something that I would think of it from an educator perspective. Because from an educator perspective, the only thing I care about is that the people that I would be teaching would be learning useful things or internalizing the material. Actually learning, you know? It's like, I will try, and if you try, then we chill. That is kind of my approach. I feel like it would be a pretty good and productive approach. Because I would want to reward beyond all else, you know, you trying. Because if nothing else, also trying to do something is arguably more important. Because here's the thing, even if you're learning something relatively useless or something you think would be useless, if you still have the will to try, that's a good skill set. Determination is a good skill to build regardless, you know what I mean? But also, it takes two to tango. And I'm aware that not all teachers, not all educators are great at what they do, as not all care as much about what they do, too. I was blessed with relatively good educators throughout my schooling, but I know that's not everybody. So that's another thing. It's a very multi-layered thing if you think about it. There's a lot to it. There's a lot to it, and it's not like a simple answer thing. It's like for the more useless subjects, I'd say, it's like you don't have to care about the subject matter. But if you're at least trying to learn, hell, you should never knock anybody for trying to learn. Goodbye, Blaze. Goodbye. Hope you have a good one, brother. This lady just doesn't have a pallet anywhere, unfortunately. Also, we got ourselves a win on Legion. See, I told you we could do it. We just got fucked on that last match. Yeah. A good teacher does make a good learner. There's certain things you can't teach, but the thing is, like, not everybody can be a good learner, because it is, at the end of the day, up to them. But also, you don't allow them to be a fucking good learner if you, don't actually give them the chance. Hell yeah to this Kate Denson. She said good luck. Nice and cordial. Nice and cordial. Understandable, understandable. Yeah, I also think my like viewpoint on those things has probably changed a lot over the years. It's like I've had the time to be out of schooling for 6 years now. Spent a lot of time reflecting on my experience in education and also like my peers' experiences, because I was friends with a lot of people in school and I ran in basically every circle. So like I experienced what it was like to being around the people that, like, the overachievers. I experienced the people who were like street smart but didn't get very good grades, and so academically they were an underachiever, but it didn't mean that they were uneducated. I knew people that refused to apply themselves but were actually quite smart. That's why it's good to, you know, try to know people from all walks of life. Be a well-rounded person, because you get an idea of how different lifestyles are. That's one of the things I like a lot about streaming, because streaming to you guys from different parts of the world, I'm just getting little tidbits of information from these parts of the world I never would have gotten otherwise. You know? Homelessness is a tragedy. It is a tragedy. But hey, the perspective that you have to keep in mind at the end of the day is you gotta try to understand that people lead different lives. And at the end of the day, most people are a couple of bad weeks from also being in a bad situation like that. So, you know, sometimes you just gotta be nice to people, man. But hey. Oh, that's enough for our TED Talk today. We have reached the 3-hour mark. I do have to be going. I gotta go do a little bit of yard work outside. Got some things to do today. Got some things to do today. So, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. It was lovely as per usual playing games. Lovely having some chats with you. And you are right, Spectral. That is a good way to put that. But yeah, I had a great time. Hope you all did too. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And we got plenty of games lined up for this week, so stay tuned for those. Alright, have a good one, everybody. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.